What's hiding underneath things can be scary. Underwater, under your bed, especially what's under your carpet. Except when you get new carpet from Carpet One Floor and Home. After tearing up your old carpet, they'll vacuum and apply Health Annex antimicrobial to your subfloor, disinfecting and killing mold, mildew, and any remaining general awfulness. Carpet One Floor and Home goes the extra mile to protect you, your family, and your home. Carpet One Floor and Home in Columbia, making your home beautiful, guaranteed.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends on Tuesday, June the 13th. Good to have you with us today. And I've got two special guests from Fayette. We're going to talk about the Bicentennial event and then Juneteenth. Let's start first of all, Connie Shay.
Yes, sir.
Good to have you here again.
Thank you, Paul. I appreciate you letting us come, and I want to tell you, you have to come to Fayette. This is the year to come to Fayette. It is a big year for celebration. We are 200 years old. 200
years old in Fayette.
Yes.
Is that bandstand 200 years old or not?
No. It's been rebuilt 2 or 3 times. But
in the original location?
It's in the original location. It's original architecture, reproduced, I guess is what you would say.
Yeah.
But
so what will be going on with the Bicentennial?
We have a full calendar year of events. We started off back in April with the annual meeting of the Fayette Area Community Theater, just to get people familiar with the fact that we are having Bicentennial. But we're going to have something every month. We have Juneteenth, we have the 4th of July, Party in the Park. August is our big one, is our Festival of the Arts. Mm-hmm. And that is going to be a really special occasion because 50 years ago, we buried a time capsule.
Oh.
And I have 3 letters in it for my children with savings bonds in them. And I'm anxious to see if they're still there.
So you're going to dig up the time capsule.
We're going to dig up the time capsule. And on August the 5th, we will distribute whatever letters are in there. I have a list of letters that were put in there, and I think there's probably about 100. And at the same time, from now on, we are selling envelopes. So anyone that would like to prepare their own envelope can bring it, and we will put it in another capsule and rebury the new one for 2073. And I don't.
None of us will be around then.
Quite honestly, I did not think I would make this one. I remember the first thing I wrote in the letters to my children were, I will not be here when you read this, and I'm going to give it to them.
and you have savings bonds in there.
I bought a savings bond for each one of them.
So where is the time capsule buried?
It's buried in the corner of the courthouse yard, and we haven't dug it up yet, but that's to be done this week. And as soon as we get that dug up, we're going to make sure that everything's okay in it, and then we'll
why wouldn't it be okay?
Well, we have heard stories about, I think Harrisburg dug theirs up, and it had cracked and moisture had gotten in, and everything was ruined.
Oh.
So we're hoping that we are spared that fate.
Yeah.
And that's why we're going to dig it up earlier, but we're not going to distribute any of the relics that are in there until August the 5th during the Festival of the Arts.
Well, that sounds good. So that all year long there will be Fayette Bicentennial celebration.
Yes. There is a beautiful old plantation home just east of Fayette. You can see it from downtown, called Oakwood. And someone wrote a book about Oakwood, and then they've made it into a play. And the Area Community Theater will present that play in November. Okay. In October is when we're going to bury the 2073 capsule. November, I can't remember exactly November, but then we'll have
November 5th. 3rd and 5th. Let's see, November 3rd through the 5th is Oakwood.
That's the Oakwood. That is the name of the...
Then in December you got the Fayette Old Fashioned Christmas.
Yes, and then we'll wrap up our 200th year with an Old Fashioned Christmas in December. So we have a whole calendar.
You do.
We have a lot to do, and it'll be a lot of fun. And Columbia Community Band will be there for the Festival of the Arts. That's a big day, so we'd hope everybody will go. Also have the quilt show.
Got it.
And it'll be a great day for everybody to come. But our next big event is Juneteenth.
Okay, you're going to let Tim know.
And Tim is the coordinator of Juneteenth, and he can tell you everything that you want to know about Juneteenth.
I know, Connie, you could just keep talking for another hour if you want to. But
you know me too well, Paul.
Tim Jackman Juneteenth in Fayette. That's going to run, June 14th through the 18th?
That's correct.
So
yeah.
what will be happening?
Well, there'll be a lot happening, first of all. And this is actually one of the largest Juneteenth celebrations in this country, believe it or not, in little old Fayette.
Really?
It is, yes. It is. When you think about the fact this is 5 days, not 1 day or 2 days, it makes it one of the largest celebrations. So,
Okay.
So we have a number of events that start on June the 14th with the movie night. The movie is called Oh Freedom After a While. It's about the migrant worker protests from the Boot Heel that many people probably don't know about that happened right at the end of the Depression in 1939. So that'll start on Wednesday, and Thursday we'll have something at Page Liberty Park, be an educational component called Juneteenth Jeopardy. That'll be a lot of fun. And then we transition to Friday where we have a gospel fest. We actually will also have Voices of Earl Rock. They'll do a readers theater performance. They'll talk about the Frank and Adeline Switzler story from Arrow Rock. And so,
Okay, tell me a little bit about that.
Sure, absolutely. Well, first of all, Frank was born in Howard County, not in Fayette, but they were slaves owned by the prominent Switzer family in Arrow Rock. And so, again, it's going to be a two-person readers performance. So, again, this is sort of the time with our Bicentennial. Mm-hmm. And so that should be a real exciting event that production company will present for us on Friday night.
Okay, so that'll be a Friday night. Is that the last event then?
Not on Friday. That's actually going to be done during intermission because actually we have Gospel Fest that night on Friday. And
Okay.
so the Readers Theater will take place during the intermission. On Saturday is really the big day. That's where we kick off with kids running around, a race around the square. There's a kids market. There's our annual Juneteenth parade that starts at 9 o'clock. That'll go around the square a few times. And then we'll basically conclude Friday with a bingo and a live auction. We'll have fireworks display that night.
Well, you've got everything.
Oh, yeah, we got everything.
The Gospel Fest, where is that going to be held?
It'll be on the courthouse lawn at the bandstand.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you've got it. It runs June the 14th through June the 18th.
That's correct.
And you're inviting everybody
Absolutely.
who can hear us or see us to come to Fayette.
You bet. You bet.
Why? What is so special? And I think Fayette, it's like stepping back in time when you go to Fayette. Mm-hmm. But for people who have not been there before, and Connie, both of you longtime residents, what's special about Fayette to you?
I think the people. We're a friendly, glad to see you type community. You were welcoming. We just love to see people come and see us. But we have so much history around us that we want to share.
Okay.
It's just a nice, safe, comfortable place to be.
Tim?
Yeah, I mean, the fact that we're celebrating the freedom of African Americans, but yet when you look at the community, the support's from all the people in the community. So when you talk about diversity within Fayette, it's there. We feel the support. We feel the love.
All right. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. So again, it's the Bicentennial year and the Juneteenth, June 14th through the 18th in Fayette. And thank you both for coming by.
Thank you, Paul.
Thank you,
Our
Paul.
pleasure. Something you'd like to hear or see, I'd love to hear from you. Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu. Bye-bye.